The Executive Board of the Central Bank of Tunisia has called for economic reforms to help the country overcome its current crises. BCT also emphasized the need to restore the confidence of international institutions and foreign donors in the Tunisian economy. The Apex Bank has kept its rate steady this year, despite the country facing what the bank's governor has described as the most difficult conditions ever. Let's discuss this further with Professor Monsef Chekrouhou, a professor of economics at the École des Hautes Études Commerciales in Paris. He joins us live via Zoom from Tunis. Professor Chekrouhou, thank you very much for your time tonight. So the central bank appears very keen to overcome the current economic crisis in the country. What measures is the bank looking to implement to do this?
Thank you very much for inviting me out of Tunis, and thank you also for being out of Nairobi, which is very dear to me also. So therefore, I would like to say that what has been happening is a long time, about 2 years, a descent to the hell for the Tunisian economy, since it has not been producing enough wealth creation for the Tunisians. It has not distributed that wealth evenly because of the party suspicions, and therefore Tunisia went into a mismanagement of the whole crisis, while Tunisia used to be a very good student of all the international institutions that financed it. So luckily, there is a president of the republic who is a very well-trained chief and professor of law, and he has taken his responsibility, and Tunisia now is being saved while avoiding any kind of violence or any kind of, God forbid, some people being hurt. So this is the situation in Tunisia. For many years, the successive governments have been named by this parliament, and instead of achieving, they were not kept under good control by the management controllers of the government. And therefore, there has been no riches created for Tunisia. That means for the Tunisian people. And the Tunisian people started suffering more and more, and this could have led Tunisia, if it weren't for a good and responsible president who is very much learned in law in Tunisia. If he didn't intervene, Tunisia could have been going down the drain for a long time. Luckily, he has intervened within the limits of the constitution, and he has shown that Article 80 of the Constitution, when there is an important and disturbing danger that the country could be facing, he intervened in the cycle of that 80 number 80 rule, and he has practically been saving Tunisia, trying to keep Tunisia together. And unfortunately, some of our very good friends, like the United States, we thought they would be standing with Tunisia, but they have been giving us lessons, and they have not been giving the advice that is needed. The central bank has been doing a very good job here. It is managed by a very competent person, and the team with him is very competent as well. Luckily for Tunisia, that there are competent people at the stern, and they are managing the country correctly to get the country out of this very bad position where we are now.
All right, Professor Monsef Shekruhu, live for us via Zoom in Tunis. We appreciate that. Thank you very much, Professor.